It needs that signal. We need more power.
Welcome to the Voice of E, entertainment for the everyday geek. I am your host, Elliott Miller, and once again, thanks for joining me in this look at all things related to geek culture. First, in the world of board games, Fantasy Flight Games will be releasing Relic on March 21st. Relic is a board game in which 2 to 4 players each assume the role of a powerful hero from the Warhammer 40k universe, and bravely venture forth to shield the Antian sector from certain doom. By completing missions and defeating enemies, characters compete to gain rewards and experience, furthering their chance of being the first to defeat whatever evil lies beyond the Warp Rift. I spoke with Anton Torres, Marketing Operations Manager at Fantasy Flight Games, last summer at Games Workshop's Games Day about Relic. This was right before I actually played it, too.
So Relic is, at its core, is based on the Talisman board game, the Talisman engine of moving around the board and having adventures. Every player, right? Every player is going to be represented by a unique character, and these characters in Relic are going to be familiar to anyone that knows the 40k universe. You are represented by these magnificent busts. Here is Sister to Battle. Here we have a Rogue Trader. At the other table, we've got a Space Marine. We've got 10 different character types. Each character's card, then, is filled with description and skills that are totally unique and will lend a certain play experience to the game.
Okay.
In Relic, you are wandering about the universe, having adventures, and facing Chaos and Eldar and other players, fulfilling missions that you will gain, which is unique, on your quest to finally enter the center of the board and face whatever final battle exists and finally win the game.
Additionally, Fantasy Flight Games has released this short teaser video to herald the upcoming release. Let's take a look at that.
The distant Antian sector has known its share of horrors and strife, but even darker times lie ahead. To face this darkness, agents of the Imperium have come forth, and to succeed, such heroes will need skill and weaponry, courage and faith, and even the assistance of ancient and powerful relics.
In case you were unaware, Wizards of the Coast sponsors an in-store Dungeons & Dragons play program called D&D Lair Assault. The Lair Assault is a D&D program for players looking for a challenge where they will pit their wits against some of the most difficult encounters they've ever played. Each challenge is a mega encounter that plays in just a few hours, but many will need to make more than one run at it in pursuit of victory, because it's tough. D&D Lair Assault challenges are available for a few months, and stores can schedule their sessions at any time during that period. Wizards of the Coast says that D&D Lair Assault has been designed for a quality, fun, super challenging play experience that Relic encourages repeat play. We're designing the kits to accommodate as many players as possible by keeping the focus on the play experience, accomplishments, and bragging rights, rather than making the challenge all about obtaining a physical prize. It's about having a great time playing a fun D&D game available nowhere else. Running from now through May 31st is Into the Pit of Madness Lair Assault. Mad cultists have located the forgotten temple of Thasradun and sounded the dark god's iron horn, the Wailer of Thasradun. Now the ground trembles as the chained god's aspect struggles to escape. When it does, the chained god will follow, plunging the world into eternal darkness. Visit DungeonsandDragons.com to find a participating store near you. Days of Wonder has launched Small World 2 on Kickstarter. Small World was the first board game ported over to the iPad before every company started getting their games published on every mobile platform out there. The time has come to develop an all-new and improved Small World iPad experience, and along with it, versions for Android and Steam as well. So you won't need to go out and pick up an iPhone just to play Small World electronically. Here's Mark Kaufman from Days of Wonder to tell you what it's all about.
So, what will Small World 2 look like? You'll have different modes of gameplay to choose from, including multiplayer asynchronous online play using our own in-house servers, as well as solo play against bots, face-to-face two-player, and even pass and play among friends sitting around the table. One of the big things we're adding is multiplayer capability for 2 to 5 players. Whether online or using pass and play, you'll be able to select how many players you are competing against. Your opponents could be built-in bots, friends in your living room, or another player from the community of Small World fans from around the world, anytime, day or night. So what do you get out of this if you choose to help us produce Small World 2? Some very cool rewards, such as a copy of the game on the platform of your choice, access to a private forum where we'll be discussing sneak previews of the game, and a very cool set of 3 new races and 3 new powers developed by Philippe Caertz specially for our Kickstarter campaign, featuring fawns, shrubmen, behemoths, and more. For backers willing to pledge at higher levels, we've been working on some even bigger rewards. A 6-player cardboard map with Small World on one side and Small World Underground on the other side, and a beautiful hardcover Small World Pocket Encyclopedia. And to make sure that Small World fans who don't care about anything digital have a chance to participate, we've introduced some a la carte add-ons that anyone will be able to tack onto their pledge. These will include a cardboard version of Philippe's new races and powers, a Kickstarter exclusive I Backed a Troll t-shirt, and a very special designer's oath through which you'll be able to reserve a numbered copy of our spare no expense Small World Designer Edition board game, signed by the author and engraved with your name.
What I like most about the Kickstarter is that you can actually get a 6-player map for the board game with Small World on one side and Small World Underground on the other side, along with tokens and other bonuses if you support the project. I'd love to have Small World on Steam. I might get to play it more. I don't have an iPad or an iPhone. Days of Wonder has nearly reached their initial goal already, with several weeks still to go. Visit Kickstarter.com and look for Small World 2 to pledge your support. Coming up this March 30th is International Tabletop Day. International Tabletop Day encourages people from around the globe to participate in the joys of board gaming by encouraging the gaming community to host thousands of gaming events internationally. You can sign up at www.tabletopday.com for free events at local game stores, or submit your own event at home or anywhere that you can legally go and play games. Inspired by tremendous fan response to the critically acclaimed show Tabletop, co-created and hosted by Will Wheaton, Felicia Day and her team hope that the day will grow the gaming community by encouraging fans to come together and play more games. Gaming is a huge passion of mine, and I'm thrilled to help launch this event that will allow gamers all over the world to celebrate their passions together in real life, Felicia Day, creator and founder of Geek and Sundry, said. The response we've received around our show, Tabletop, has shown us that tabletop gaming brings powerful people together in a unique and people way. Powerful people. No, she didn't say that. She said shown that the tabletop brings people together in a unique and powerful way. We want to celebrate this on a larger scale and give back to our wonderful community. Please don't tell Felicia Day that I did an impersonation, because it was terrible, and I apologize. Industry-leading sponsors such as Asmodee Editions, Days of Wonder, Mayfair Games, Steve Jackson Games, Wizards of the Coast, and many other major publishers are offering promotional items and games as part of International Tabletop Day to over 1,000 game stores around the world. In the 20 years I've been in the game industry, nothing has moved the needle the way Tabletop has, said John Zinzer, president of Alderac Entertainment Group, AEG. We are proud to be a partner of International Tabletop Day and take Geek and Sundry's success to the next level. Yeah, that's how he said it too. No, maybe not. Visit tabletopday.com to find an event near you. Well, that's it for board game news this week. Now, why don't we move on to some movie news? On March 22nd, DreamWorks Animation will be releasing The Croods, a prehistoric comedy adventure that follows the world's first family as they embark on a journey of a lifetime, when the cave that has always shielded them from danger is destroyed. Traveling across a spectacular landscape, the Croods discover an incredible new world filled with fantastic creatures, and their outlook is changed forever. Here's a clip about the invention of shoes.
Ow! Do not step on those weird, pointy rocks.
You mean these rocks? Ow! Oh, do not step on these rocks!
Step aside, girls.
Ow!
Okay, smart guy. Now what?
Oh!
Good fish, good fish.
Okay, now you can look. I call them shoes.
I love them! Where are my feet?
The Croods stars the voices of Nicolas Cage, Ryan Reynolds, Emma Stone, Catherine Keener, Clark Duke, and Cloris Leachman. Look for it on March 22nd at a theater near you. On March 19th, The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey will be released on Blu-ray and DVD. On March 24th, in a brilliant marketing strategy, fans who picked up a copy of the combo pack will be able to participate in a live internet conference with director Peter Jackson, where they'll get to see exclusive footage from Part 2 of the Hobbit trilogy, The Desolation of Smaug. Yes, Smaug. It's not smog, like I always thought. It's Smaug. Peter will also provide glimpses of the set and answer some fan questions. The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug will be released this coming December, but you can get a sneak peek on the 24th if you order your copy now. Visit www.thehobbit.com/sneak for all of the details. Let's move on to some comic book news. This week in comics, IDW and 20th Century Fox announced The X-Files Season 10 comic book series. The entire project will be executive produced by The X-Files creator, Chris Carter, who is returning in an active role to help steer his characters back to the forefront of popular culture once again. Always a big fan of The X-Files. The X-Files Season 10 will be written by Joe Harris, writer of the acclaimed series Great Pacific, with art and colors by the comeback team of artist Michael Walsh and colorist Jordi Belair. In the opening story arc, Believers, readers will catch up with Dana Scully and Fox Mulder, leading normal lives together under secret identities. However, a visit from an old friend threatens to rip them from suburban anonymity, as they learn that someone is preying upon everyone involved in the X-Files. Prepare to revisit familiar faces, some very unexpected threats, old and new, and an intriguing mystery designed to return the beloved franchise to its former glory. The X-Files Season 10 launches this June when fans everywhere can enjoy a new supernatural experience. Must I say, I have enjoyed Buffy Season 8 and Buffy Season 9 and Angel After the Fall, and I'm all set for X-Files Season 10. I hope it comes out pretty good. Now, the Teen Titans will return to the small screen on Cartoon Network with an all-new comedic adventures. Those silly Teen Titans. And this time, they're giving viewers a look at what life is really like as a teen superhero. Yes, I wrote a book about it, but no one, really read it. Once the cape comes off, the half-hour animated series Teen Titans Go! Premieres on Tuesday, April 23rd at 7:30 p.m. on Cartoon Network. The character-driven comedy series focuses on the funny that happens in between saving the world and living together as teenagers without adult supervision. The comedic mayhem of the animated series is punctuated by pranks and the occasional need to fight crime. But it will also deal with the everyday issues of adolescence, with epic staring contests to decide who does the laundry, a series of quests and battles to construct the perfect sandwich, or fighting crime in Jump City. One thing is for sure, these Titans will always be ready for an adventure inside the house and out. The principal voice cast from the original Teen Titans series, based on DC Comics characters, will reprise their roles in Teen Titans Go, which I think is pretty cool. And the fan favorite theme song from the original Teen Titans will also be making its return to television with an updated remix from Mixmaster Mike of the Beastie Boys. Much to the dismay of many fans, Green Lantern, the animated series, and Young Justice Invasion will end their television runs on March 16th. I'm very sorry. In book news, the final novel in the Neverwinter Saga has been released. RA Salvatore's The Last Threshold is the fourth and final novel in the Neverwinter Saga, in which Drizzt Do'Urden navigates a winding path littered with secrets and lies. Determined to stand for what's right in the realms once again, Drizzt forges a new road north. He forges it north. Will his new companions follow? You're right. Can he fight the darkness alone? I don't know. Either way, he knows now where he's headed. Back to the only place that ever felt like home. Here's a quick excerpt from the first page. Just to whet your appetite. Dark clouds roiled overhead. But every now and then, the moonlight broke through the overcast and shined through the room's window, splashing on Dahlia's smooth shoulder. She slept on her side, facing away from Drizzt. The drow propped himself up in his elbow and looked at her in the moonlight. Her sleep was restful now, her breathing rhythmic and even. But shortly before, she had flailed about in some nightmare, crying out, "No!" She seemed to be reaching out with her hands, to catch something, perhaps, or maybe to pull something back. Drizzt couldn't decipher the details, of course. It reminded him that his companion of his was truly unknown to him. What demons did Dahlia carry on those smooth shoulders? The Last Threshold is available now at bookstores everywhere. That's all the geek news for this week. Make sure you subscribe to the Voice of E channel to keep up to date on all the latest news and reviews for board games, comics, movies, toys, and anything that I happen to like. My name is Elliott Miller, and thanks for watching.
Get me that 6. We need more power.